A tuna that had just been caught was bitten by a shark in the tail. The fishermen on the boat felt helpless, but because there was no other way, they could only continue to struggle with the shark for a few minutes after the fish's tail. The tuna was bitten in half, making the fishermen extremely angry. Determined to show the shark how powerful they were, they dropped the chopped small fish into an empty barrel and then poured it into a bag with a hole in it. The fishy smell spread several kilometers around the fishing boat. The fishing rods were also full of fresh seafood. They waited patiently for several hours, and finally there was a strong pull transmitted. From the need to work after many minutes of pulling that, with the fish a shark suddenly jumped out of the water, but when looking closely, it was not the shark that robbed. Yes, however, this is also a valuable trophy. A few hours later, a fishing rod was pulled by a strong force, causing it to bend after more than 10 minutes of confrontation. A large shadow gradually appeared near the water surface. The fisherman was careful. Kidney pulled it closer. Seeing the giant body of the fish, they understood that it was impossible to pull it straight up immediately. At the same time, the shark kept struggling in pain. Finally, after more than 10 minutes of struggling, the shark was exhausted at the same time. The team of fishermen seized the opportunity to use the large net to tightly squeeze the fish. Although the shark tried to fight back, it still could not escape. Thanks to the efforts of the whole team, they were able to pull the giant shark onto the boat. This is the giant octopus, and the brown box is octopus trap. Before starting to catch, workers will put some cold dead sardines and crabs in the trap, then tie a rope and drop it into the sea. 2 weeks later at about 3 a.m., workers go out to sea and quickly pull. The traps with the seawater and octopus inside return to the ship before the octopus has time to react. At this time, the workers will add a little salt into the trap to stimulate the octopus to crawl out. Next, they will sort the octopus. According to size, the small ones will be released back to the sea to continue growing, while the larger ones will be brought to a nearby processing shop. Here, the place that receives the first fresh octopuses often chooses to clean the octopus's internal organs, octopus before cooking. When octopus is boiled for a long time, the tentacles will become plump and turn red. At this time, the workers will scoop it out and soak it in cold water to make the meat firmer. Then the octopus is hung up when someone buys it, cut into pieces and thinly sliced, and can be sent to